So let's go have a look at Norway's oldest Stave church. This road is one of the most iconic roads in Norway. What's up guys, welcome back to Ride the Bean. Today we're waking up right below Lusted Insane Asylum, Sanatorium. And today's plan is to head first to something you have wanted to see for a long time.
Yes.
What is that?
A church. Norwegian history.
The oldest Stave church in Norway, in the world I guess. Stave churches are only in Norway.
I was saying I'm very curious to see ancient Norwegian buildings because there's not so many of them.
Yeah, there's only I think 28 left.
Ah.
This one is the oldest. It's from the early 1100s.
Wow.
But I think construction started in 1070.
Yeah, so that's really interesting.
And it's a wooden building that has lasted that long. That's pretty
That's
interesting.
crazy, yeah.
So that's the first stop, and then we're gonna cross the fjord with the ferry.
Yes.
And see some more beautiful views, mountain views.
Mm.
That's the plan for today at least.
Another mountain road.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we'll see how far we get. We make plans in the morning and then
We'll see.
shit happens during the day and just yeah, we get slowed down. But
We had a very good campsite last night.
yeah, this is a beautiful place with an amazing view.
We saw a badger.
We saw a badger last night. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a badger. But now let's just finish our breakfasts and get on the road.
It's time.
Back on the road, new day of riding. This was actually a really nice camp spot. Such a nice view, so peaceful. And we get to start off the day by riding down this really fun road. Wow. Ha. Can't complain about starting the day to a view like this. Back on the road. So now we are going on the other side, at the bottom of the other side of the fjord, or at the tip I guess, that's the bottom. So we have to go around the bottom and then drive all along the other side of the fjord here. It's about an hour's drive, roughly. This is where the bottom of the cable car was. Here we are in Skjolden, at the end of the fjord. The bottom. Look at this. This view. Pretty spectacular. Now we're going on a little bit of a smaller road even. There you see Lusted Sanatorium from the other side of the fjord. That's where we slept last night.
now you see there are houses and there are people living here. But imagine 100 years ago when it was built, there was basically nothing here. You were isolated, completely alone, 500 meters up the mountainside. It's kind of creepy to think about. I wonder what life was like up there. Now we're in a place called Feigum. Here we have Feigumsfossen. That's pretty nice. The Feigum waterfall. Here we are in Urnes. So let's go have a look at Norway's oldest stave church.
This church was actually built in 1130, and it's the oldest church of this kind in Norway.
It's 900 years old.
And the wood inside, a lot of the wood, especially the wood that you see here, and the whole framework was taken from earlier churches that was built on the same location. This is actually the fourth church built on the same location. And the pillars inside are way, way older than that even. This part, these ornamentations is from 1070, and it's still the original wood.
And you can see that it looks like a door. So this was probably the entrance of the old church.
That used to be on the other side.
Yeah.
And these carvings that you see here represent a lion fighting dragons. But of course they didn't know what a lion was here in Norway back in the 1100s. So they sort of took a cat and stretched it, and they knew that the lion had a mane, so they put a horse's mane on it.
And it's fighting a serpent or a dragon.
And they would think that represents the battle between good and evil.
Yeah.
And they also think that this lion is the Lion of Judea, which is sort of symbolizes Jesus or Christ or whatever you call him. Mm. These carvings you may have seen a lot of other places too, in Viking ornaments and metal work and all kinds of things. You may even find it on certain ships, but only like the sort of luxury yachts of the Viking ships. And the Osebergskipet also have carvings that are similar to this. And you can find it some other places in Europe as well.
Sweden. On some stones.
Rune stones. And this is called the Urnes style. It originated from here. So all the carvings that you see of this kind anywhere on anything originated here, and it was inspired by this.
And as you can see, the carvings are really deep and fine, especially on the tail parts, and that requires a lot of skills, so you don't find this type of carvings everywhere in wood.
Yeah, most of the wood that was carved like this has rotted away in the last 900 or 1,000 years.
So that's really impressive.
And the reason this is so well preserved is because it's on the shade side of the building. On the other side, it looks completely different.
Yeah.
And it's more worn. And you see this side of the church is black. And that's because it's painted with tar. According to a king back in these times called Lagabøte, he made a law that all ships and all churches had to be re-tarred every every 3 years. And that's actually still a law today, but now they do it every 5 or 7 years, depending on the conditions.
And it's a very strong pine wood, slow-grown pine wood, specially treated, that allows it to be so strong and lasting.
But they cut down the pines and then let them sit and cure for 10 years, so that the resin inside would harden, and then they used it as building materials. And that's why it has lasted for almost 1,000 years or 900 years. Inside the church, it's pretty dark, and originally the only windows were these little holes that you see up top, and that was kind of before glass was a thing. So they used very thin sheets of horn as windows. But then later they added these bigger windows.
Can you imagine? It's so old that glass wasn't a thing.
And inside, the pillars, the whole framework supporting the church is like I said, original wood, 1,000-year-old. And you can imagine when they cut down this wood, it was already 200-300 years old.
Yeah.
So that means this
Yeah.
wood is really, really old.
Yeah.
And it's still perfectly preserved. Up top, above the entrance to the altar, you can see a Jesus figure. And this figure is painted, and this is actually original paint.
That you can see.
It has not been touched since the church was built. And these poles, these staffs inside is what gives the name to these churches. It's a staff church, stavkirke.
Oh.
And it's the construction, the way it is constructed. And it used to be about 1,000 stave churches around Europe, both in Sweden and Denmark, in northern Germany as well. But now there are only 28 left, and all of them are in Norway. Most of them have burned down or been taken down and reconstructed throughout time.
Yeah.
Metal heads
No,
burned down
I don't
some
know.
stave churches.
I don't know if it's the ones
in
they
the
burned.
90s.
Is it?
They burned down some, yeah, there was a big thing.
Yeah.
There was like these Satanist metal heads
Yeah.
who burned down, well, at least one,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
not 2 or 3,
At least one.
which is really sad
Yeah.
when you think about it,
Yeah.
how old these churches are.
That's not a good way to protest.
I kind of agree with the sentiments, but not
But it's
not for
the
this story.
cultural heritage of that
Yeah,
country.
exactly.
And this church is really small, so it was just for the local farms, right?
Yeah,
You can only fit like about 20 people inside.
and that's why most of them were torn down, because the law became that everyone needed to fit, the whole parish needed to fit in the church, and so the churches that were around everywhere were too small.
Yeah.
So they had to build new ones. So they tore them down and built new ones, but in a completely different style throughout the centuries. Here you can see the location of the church is put on this sort of hill in the inlet where the fjord sort of rounds this bend. And this was important because it gave the people here an overview over who came in and out of the fjord, and gave them control over trade. And also in times of war, they had control over who came in and out of the fjord, who came to attack them, and they could see them coming from far away, and then alert the people further into the fjord. It's a pretty spectacular place.
The view is amazing.
But now,
Especially today.
I think it is time for us to get back on the road, because we
Yes.
need to cross with the ferry straight over the fjord.
Oh yes, that's going to be a beautiful ride.
It's just a quick ferry, it's like 5 minutes.
Ah. Still.
But this was a very interesting visit, no?
Yeah, it was. It was worth going in.
The oldest stave church in the world.
Yeah. Wow, it looks so beautiful.
Cool. Support Riverside MC. Jotunheimen Motorcycle Club. Titanic.
Let's go! Now we are heading up the mountain. First around the fjord and then up the mountain. Now we are in Sogndal, so the capital of this particular region. This fjord that we've been riding past and in and out of is the main arm of it is called Sognefjorden. Oh, I smell coffee. Someone's roasting coffee here. Where is the coffee roastery? This is an unmistakable smell. I need to find out where this coffee roastery is right now. It's here. I smell it. It's just gone into crack. Here it is. Ah, it's open. Oh, I need to go in here. Holy crap. I have to go in here and say hi.
Jeg lukta av kaffen når jeg kjørte forbi, så jeg måtte bare stoppe og se om det var åpent. How long have you been roasting coffee?
I started up in 2017. Well, I got into coffee because I started a roastery. I wasn't very into it before. Like I really enjoyed coffee and everything, but I had very little knowledge and very little experience. So it was the idea of roasting coffee that came first.
So why did you decide to start a coffee roastery then?
It was a bit of a coincidence, but I was climbing. We were with a friend. We were going to climb the mountain in Hemsedal, and we went there the night before, so we could start early in next morning. And his girlfriend had sent us some, lots of food and a coffee bag from a roastery up north. But I just thought it was very tasty, and I liked everything, you know, the smell and the pack, and I just thought that, well, if they can do it up there, then I can do it in Sogndal. And obviously Norway is among the top coffee drinkers in the world, so very nice to see that specialty coffee is really becoming a stronger trend. So that's good for the future, I think.
Well, that was really cool. That was just completely random. I knew about this roastery, of course. It's I've tasted their coffee many times, but I didn't know exactly where it was. I've never been here. I just drove past and smelled the coffee. It's like there's an unmistakable smell of specialty coffee. That was really cool. Really, really cool guy. If you're ever passing through Sogndal, you have to stop here and get a bag of coffee.
This ferry is electric. That's so nice. It makes almost no noise.
Yeah.
Now you can actually hear the water. You can
Yeah.
hear everything around.
It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
I thought something was weird too.
I was like, have we started? Have we?
Yeah.
I feel like we're moving, but
Yeah.
I can't hear anything.
What a fun road! This road is one of the most iconic roads in Norway. And when you come out to the tip here, you can see why.
Wow.
This road is amazing. And this is the classic selfie spot. You gotta take a selfie here with the road in the back.
It's so beautiful.
This road opened December 6th, 1938. And there was about 150 workers who worked on this road. Imagine the hard labor in these mountains. They had no rain gear, no nothing. The pay of these workers was about 1 kroner per hour, which was about $10 per hour back in 1930s.
That's not so long ago.
No, it's not.
Norway was a really poor country.
Yeah, we were. So this was right after the big emigration to America. At the end of the 1800s, beginning of 1900s, thousands and thousands of Norwegians fled to America or emigrated to America because they were trying to escape the harsh conditions here. There was a lot of poverty, not a lot of food.
And having to deal with this environment and to build roads like this.
And there was a lot of unemployment in this area, so people were still happy to have the work.
Yeah.
To have some work at all.
Oh. Wow.
But damn, look at this.
It's crazy. I think that's the most spectacular one so far. Maybe because of the weather, it looks really ominous. I don't know.
Yeah, it's...
But just this view.
Yeah, this is like the most iconic road, at least.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, I can't really compare the views. I can't say which is better.
Yeah.
But the road, this one is the most iconic road in the country.
Let's say the other one were more rounded shapes, and this one is really menacing.
Yeah.
It's black rocks. It's beautiful.
This is a pretty cool place, right? Really, really fun road. Definitely one of the roads I would recommend if you come here on the motorbike. That was Gaularfjell. Now I think it is time for us to find camp because it's actually pretty late. What time is it now? It's 8:30 almost. Right, I think we found a place here. This is perfect. Little flat area in the woods. This is perfect. Let's set up camp then. Camp is set up. But this is a really nice place. But I don't know if you see this on camera. It's like a fucking cloud of gnats around us. MGK is here.
They are in our eyes, in our nose.
Well, today has been an eventful day.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Look at this shit. They're fucking relentless.
Yeah, it's a cloud.
Every breath you take, you just breathe in 100 gnats. But I think we're just gonna have a quick afternoon meal or evening meal.
Oh.
And holy shit, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, look at this. I'm going
can't.
Yeah, I can't sit out here. This
No,
is
no, no, no.
ridiculous.
You need a suit, like a suit for me.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode.
That
If you
was
did,
really nice.
give me a thumbs up, click subscribe and ring the bell if you wanna see what we do tomorrow. Fuck me. Holy shit, I can't even concentrate. I can't. They're flying in my ears, in my mouth, in my nose.
Do you want to do it again?
Look. I don't know if you see. They're like full of them on everywhere.
Yeah.
Tomorrow the plan is to get to a place called Olden and Luen, which is kind of a freshwater fjord. It's a glacial lake a few hours from here. I can't even concentrate, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the plan. Fuck me. But now I definitely deserve a beer. Cheers.
Go inside very quick.
Holy crap! This is holy shit. This is ridiculous. Do you see these? You can't even see through them.
Yeah.
There's so many.
It's a cloud. And why is it just here?
It's everywhere. These bastards are probably smaller than the mesh on the tent.
No, they were not inside.
Okay, good. Yeah, camping in Norway is hazardous. It can be. These fucking gnats and mosquitoes and flies are just buzzing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Peace.
Fuck me. They're flying in my eyes.
Yeah, you have some.
Everywhere.
You have a lot on your face. We have to just cook the pasta and then eat it inside. I
Yeah.
can't eat it outside. I'm gonna eat them at the same time.
See my hand. I don't know. See? Do you see?
Oh
this?
my god!
Do you see this?
Wait, what?
Like what the fuck?
Can we see? Wow, you have more than me. Ah, I have that. Ah,
Look at this.
I feel like a cow. And your other hand too. Okay,
This is just ridiculous.
it's too much. I have too many on my eyes. That's why I put these glasses because they come in my eyes and it hurts. And now it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's cook here.
Yeah, let's fucking cook. This is ridiculous. See you in the next one.
Peace.